right, next friend of mine that I'm bringing up to the stage, you can follow him at muchword.com, much-word.com. And you'll find out that his comedy styling's what he describes it as nonsense that makes sense. So for the people that smoked weed before you got here, get ready for a good time. And let's get your hands going right now, you guys. Help me welcome Mr. James Puff to the stage.
Word up. I appreciate such a warm welcome. That whole weed thing's just a stereotype. Don't believe him. Where to begin? Yes, this is what I look like. I like to call this homeless executive. You might have seen me on like a random street corner holding a sign that says something like, I outsource for alcohol, or like, will blow you. That's actually how I met my wife, believe it or not. She wasn't really looking for like the knob-goblin action. She just thought, you like knob-goblin? Good. Me too. She wasn't interested in my signs, is what I was trying to say. She just thought I was cute and obviously highly motivated. So, being married, I consider myself lucky. A lot of marriages I've heard are like a lot of horror stories. Like one guy I heard actually donated one of his kidneys to his wife, okay, and saved her life, all right? And then about 8 months later, the wife was like, peace, I'm out of here. And that totally blew my mind, because my entire life, my dad's just been telling me stuff like, women are gonna rip your heart out. But turns out they just take what they need, I guess. Jeez. My wife earlier today was like, oh, my uterus hurts. I was like, I don't have one of those to give anyway. All right. Man, the McRib is back. Yeah, it's not that exciting. I'll tell you why. Because the McRib is really just the transvestite of fast food sandwiches. It really is, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how good you think it looks, they're slipping you unexpected meat. You know what I'm saying? Between your buns, I'm just saying. Plus, like a McRib, you can usually pick transvestites up at McDonald's. You come to the right McDonald's in Williamsburg, you'll actually get a transvestite serving you. They're just like, yeah, would you like to supersize that? And I'm like, no. In fact, could you undersize it? Or at least circumcise it? Come on. You're killing me, Michelle, spelled like Michael. You're definitely putting the it in I'm loving it. Jeez. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm not really sure what you are. Oh my gosh. I had the pleasure recently of taking a Greyhound bus from Oakland, California to Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, it was the most awesome 9 days of my life. I got my tongue pierced, I got a tattoo, I even got circumcised pretty well for like 17 bucks. It was okay in its own way. This hell ride actually had a layover 4.5 days in Texas. Is the only layover in the entire trip, and I had about an hour and a half, so I decided to try and prevent my impending suicide by walking the block and smoking a joint. Okay, a little me time, hopefully. So I got a little carried away, I think, because I'm walking the block and my time's running out, but the joint really isn't running out, and I'm like, man, that's a lot left. I don't really want to waste it. What am I gonna do? I don't know. I'll hand it to a homeless guy. Okay, why not? Then I make my way back to the Greyhound station, and right before I'm going in the door, I turn around and I notice that that homeless guy is actually getting arrested with the joint that I gave him. Yeah, and I was like, man, I just got that guy high and a place to stay for the night. That's right. Saving the world one joint at a time. That's what I'm talking about. I'm good like that. I'm a problem solver of sorts, at least I think so. Like, for example, just like everybody in here, I used to get really mad when birds would crap on my car, okay? But unlike everybody else, I decided to get a bird bath, fill it with my piss. Yeah. It doesn't take all the anger away, but it helps a little. To watch him bathe in my urine, I'll be honest. It was either that or climb a tree and shit in a nest, you know what I'm saying? And believe me, just because you look like a bear does not mean you have climbing ability. Oh, jeez. I want to talk for a minute about the one-up guy, okay? Every group of friends has the one-up guy in their group. There's probably a couple of you guys in here right now laying under radar, but I'm going to talk about them. There's two different types you got to look out for, okay? There's one-up story guy who's annoying but harmless. You know, you're telling a story to your friends about going to the zoo and you saw some gorillas and he's like, oh yeah, I was raised by gorillas. Check this out, crap throw. I'm like, all right. But the one-up action guy, that's the one you got to look out for, okay? That's when you're having a party and you're like, hey, why don't we do some shots? And this guy's like, hey, why don't I drink this whole bottle? Then he disappears for like 3 hours. And then next thing you know, he's stumbling out of your kitchen. He's like, dude, you would not believe what I got your cat to do for just a little bit of mayonnaise. I'm like, dude, I don't have a cat or mayonnaise. So be on the lookout. That was my little PSA for you for the evening. I just got this email confirmed about this show coming up where they actually told me I need to be PG, and if you could tell so far, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that. So the only thing I can think of is taking all my jokes that have bad content and just adding happy content. Okay? I'm going to roll with one right now. Here we go. Okay, so me and this girl are eating ice cream. Okay? Like, we're eating ice cream all night long. You know what I'm saying? And her face is getting all messy, you know, and her hands are getting sticky from all this ice cream going around. And this ice cream is awesome, honestly, because it was free. Usually, I gotta pay for ice cream. All right, I guess that's gonna go pretty good. We'll see, Henrico Elementary School. I greatly appreciate everybody's time and attention this evening. Thank y'all so much.
Keep it going for James Polk. Nonsense that makes sense. Muchword.com.